Hi, all my sweet friends out there. I'm back. Yes, I am. It's been a long day, but at least we have 3-day weekend. Well, here in America we do, but I'm not sure about everywhere else. But it's nice to be able to have an extra day off this weekend. Very excited about that. What are you guys doing? How is your journey going? Let me know how it's been. So, as you can see, I had about 1 gram of fat yesterday. 1 gram. People are like, how in the world do you get 1 gram of fat? Well, yesterday I didn't have any meat. So, me personally, I feel like some days I'll have meat and some days I won't. Because I notice the days that I have meat, I have less calories. But the days I don't have meat, I have more calories. I notice the days that I don't have that much fat, like close to zero, I have more calories. And then the days that I have more fat, I have less calories. Just guess how it goes. Maybe it's my food choices. But so I just found that pretty interesting. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll just do like an alternate day of that. So like low fat, high carb, low fat, high protein. I don't know. We'll see. As long as the fat is low, it really doesn't matter. I think that's the whole point of the whole movement that's actually been around since the 50s and 60s is low fat. Because the fat you eat is the fat you wear. I actually did research on the low fat diet. It started, I was going to like show all these videos, but I don't feel like I want to do that. So, basically, I didn't even know that this movement's been going on since like the 50s and 60s. And then like it didn't blow up till the 70s and 80s. And they didn't make the pyramid until 1992. So 70s, 80s, they finally blew up that diet. Low fat, high carb diet. And then 92, when they finally dropped that pyramid, that actually is when they kind of made it official. But it's been going on. It's been going on for years. I mean, there's even like various diets from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. I was looking and I'm like, man, this is a rabbit hole I'm jumping into with this. It's been going on for a long time. So, you know, I think the 1900s knew what time it was, and then the 2000s just went crazy doing Atkins and low carb and all this like carnivore stuff. Like that's more of a millennial type get down. Started in the 2000s, I'm guessing, and it's still here today. But all the 1900s was doing low fat and high carb. But I think the thing is, low fat also got people to start eating seed oils because they were thinking just because packages said low fat on them that it was good to eat. But that's when they started incorporating them seed oils that was really messing people's bodies up. So I feel like when it comes to the low fat diet, whether you're eating more carbs or more protein or whatever you're eating, bottom line is eliminating processed foods. Because there's foods that are processed that may have just little bits of oil here and there, but that does not mean that it's good just because it's low fat. Like, it could have those seed oils in it, and those seed oils are super inflammatory and cause a lot of health problems, which is why they were all of a sudden trying to say carnivore and all this other stuff was better because people were having health problems, but the health problems came from those seed oils, not necessarily the low fat diet. So I thought that was interesting. I did some quick research on my lunch break because today was pretty busy. So I was like, let me just hurry up and do something real quick. Had a quick smoothie. Actually, let me get into what you can eat in a day that gives you 1 gram of fat, because my fat grams came from bananas. So let me go ahead and show y'all how that will work. I'm making pasta today. This pasta and vegetables. My fat was real low, one gram yesterday. I'm like, okay. So I'm cooking this, these two, steaming it while these cook. My son said he wanted it too, so I'm making it for the both of us. Probably my daughter too when she get up. I'm starting off with this chicken broth to boil the noodles and steam the vegetables. Here are the noodles. I'm cooking all of them since my son gonna eat too, and likely my daughter. So that's the 2 bags of vegetables. I got the noodles on. We're just gonna go ahead and steam this all up. We're gonna fit, yeah. There we go. So since I'm in a Thai mood, I'm going to use one of these pastes. I don't know which one yet, or maybe I'll split it in half when it's all cooked and make two different ones, one red curry, one green curry. But these have literally, a serving is a teaspoon and it has 0 fat and 0 protein. So I may make one of each. 0 fat and 0 protein. Well, it doesn't matter about the protein, but it's just really the 0 fat that I was concerned about. And since those are pad thai noodles, we might just throw a paste in there or something like that. So y'all can check that out. Got it from Amazon Fresh. So the noodles are done. I'm going to go ahead and dump the vegetables in there and let them finish cooking with the noodles. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle this on there. Boop. And stir it up and let it cook. Let it steam more. Now I'm smelling these curries. This green one, it smells real good. And I opened this red one. It smells real good. I don't even know which one to use. So let me see. Let me just get a little flavor. Okay. Red is for sure good. I'm gonna mix it up. I'm gonna do a little of both because that's both good. So I put both the curries in there. I'm about to stir it up. And this is how it's looking, y'all. How does it taste? Let's find out. Thai delight, baby. So that noodle dish literally had 0 fat. 0. Vegetables, noodles, the broth, everything, it was 0 fat. So, and those calories, if I ate the whole thing on my own, would have been like 1,000. But then my kids and both my kids had some, so it was way less. But I still added those calories on, just because if they didn't eat it, then I would have probably ate it. But since they did eat it, whatever, I left the calories. I'm not going to split calories up based on what bowl they had and the size and amount. So I just keep it on there because it's better to round up than round down. So that was pretty much breakfast today. I'm going through today because yesterday, hey, I recorded it, but I was like, let me just stick with today and moving forward. So then I had a smoothie, which I love having smoothies midday, like for lunch or like around 1 or 2, because it gives me like a boost of energy. So and this smoothie was like a milkshake, y'all. So it's smoothie time, guys. I put this. I got 2 frozen bananas. I got my orange juice here, and I got my fruit here, and can't forget my sea moss. Add this to my smoothie too. And here we are, all mixed up and ready to go. Look how thick that is. My kids love that. Y'all see how thick that is? Look how thick that is. It's like ice cream or something. So y'all see, I added my collagen powder to my smoothie because that really does help me with my arthritis and my joints and stuff like that. So I'm so happy to be adding that back into my daily routine, because the collagen was super helpful until I was told no protein. But now that everything is good with the protein, I'm gonna keep on taking my collagen powder so I can just get back to out of pain. My knee was in pain because I've been exercising. Y'all see me. And yes, I did that exercise with those Asian ladies. Maybe I'll do a little preview with y'all one day. Maybe I'll go live and do the video. But I did that workout and I did that walking workout. So it's like, but later on my knee was hurting. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm glad I'm getting my collagen back in line, because that really used to help me a lot. My knee pain a lot, because it really strengthens your knees. So I've been doing low fat since sugar fasting, sugar dieting, and all this other stuff started back in May. It was 0 fat, 0 protein, or low. It was 0 fat and then like low protein. But now, it seemed the message changed to you could have protein, which I feel like that was the sugar diet message back then. But I was told not to sugar diet. I was just supposed to be sugar fasting. as many days as a row I could. But fortunately, I switched to the sugar diet before all of the confusion of sugar fasting, sugar dieting, it's all getting shut down or whatever the case. And I was having starch. And I bought lean protein too. Because if y'all remember, I did a grocery haul and I had bought that lean protein. Because if I felt like I wanted to eat some meat, I'd rather make my own meat than go out and get some fatty meat from a restaurant or something like that. So I was ahead of the game. So anyway, that seemed to be working out. I had ground turkey day before yesterday. So I haven't had any meat in like a couple days. So I'm likely going to have meat tomorrow. I don't know yet. But I did want to make sure I got my fat grams down and see how that worked for my body. Scale's still moving down, which doesn't, either way, I think it doesn't matter. I think it won't matter if you're doing high carb or high protein. As long as it's low fat, your scale is going to move. But I'm going to just kind of experiment with which one works best as far as the movement for my scale. Because I love carbs. I love potatoes. I love noodles, rice. Like, I love all of those things. But I love meat. Like, I love shrimp. That's like my favorite food since it's so versatile. And I like fish. I like the ground turkey and chicken and stuff like that. So I have a grill, like a mini grill. And I'm thinking about breaking it out over the weekend, possibly, or maybe next weekend. So I already know what hot dogs I'm getting. They're turkey dogs. They're like 0 fat. I already know what turkey burgers I'm going to get, those 99% fat-free ones. I've been looking at some buns that are only like 1.5 gram of fat. So I can keep it all low fat. I would definitely be under 10 grams of fat if I decided to have a little barbecue. Because I know what to buy. I know what my kids want. I've even found a 95% beef that was lean. And I think each patty may be like 4 grams of fat, which is not bad. So I'm going to show you guys that grocery haul once I do actually like get all this stuff. But for now, I'm just going to keep it as low as possible with the fat. And yeah. I think that's pretty much what's been going on. Just the past couple days, like, been 1 gram. Like, yesterday was 1 gram of fat. Today was 1 gram of fat. I don't know what tomorrow will bring, but I've been doing pretty good. Because, like, earlier in the week, y'all know I had messed up. Well, I didn't really mess up. I just had meat that was cooked either in oil or it was fatty. Like when I had that shrimp, like, I could tell it was cooked in oil. And then plus they put all that cheese and stuff on my stuff. And then, like, and it's funny because I found feta cheese that's fat-free, too. So, there's a lot of stuff I'm going to be... But, see, the thing is, I try to avoid dairy because dairy can trigger my eczema. And I'm finally, like, my skin is clearing up, y'all. Like, I'm really so happy that my skin is finally starting to calm down a bit. So, I don't really want to trigger it by getting no dairy. But I know that there's cheese out there that I can use. Because even when I make tacos, I don't even use cheese. That's what I use the guacamole for. I don't use sour cream either. I use the guacamole for that because it's like dual purpose. And it really is good. But it does have fat. But little bit of fat. Like, I can have like those 5 tacos and still be like, under 10. Well, 4 tacos under 10. But, and I like my sushi. I can have my sushi and make my sushi rolls and still be under 10 as well with the guacamole, with the avocado. Which I feel is a okay fat source because it's actually a fruit. So, I'm still on this diet of... It's all balanced. I feel like this is a balanced diet. If they've been doing this stuff since the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, like, people was thin during the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. And the 90s, but people started getting fat because that's when those seed oils came in. You know what I mean? In all the low-fat stuff, it was seed oils, and people weren't realizing what was happening. Big food companies doing all that mess. So, fortunately, I am very, very, like, into knowing what oil is used to cook stuff. And I've been really on top of that because they'll quickly put palm oil or vegetable oil, some type of seed oil, and they'll call it low fat or something like that. Like, even with the buns, I'm like noticing that they'll have some type of seed oil in it. And it's really trifling because that stuff, even though it's low fat, it's still going to trigger inflammation, and it's still going to, you know, bother your skin or your body and something, your gut or something. So it's always good to, even though if it says low fat, just always check to see what exactly is in it. So that's why I said trying to get the minimally processed foods and the minimally processed items. Like, even if you can make your own bread or your own stuff, that's even more ideal. I haven't got that far yet onto this journey, but I will eventually, because I know it's a lot healthier when you make your own stuff, because then you can pick what oil you use. I mean, if you're using a little bit of oil, you can use avocado oil, or you can use olive oil, as opposed to those, you know, seed oils. Especially, like, I have found a pizza recipe and it needed 2 like pizza dough, it only needed 2 tablespoons of olive oil. So you can just measure out how much fat that is, and then, you know, based on how much, you know, how many crusts you make, if you pretty much use a tablespoon for each crust or something. I mean, you can pretty much calculate how much fat it is, and at least you know where the fat source came from, as opposed to this stuff that's already made and it's full of junk. So that was my message today. Avoid the stuff that's full of junk. You don't want to get stuff that's full of trash, because it doesn't matter how low fat it is, it'll still do something to your body that you don't want, because it can trigger the metabolism and all kind of stuff. Those seed oils are really bad. So, but they get marketed as low fat. I've been noticing that. So just really watch out for that. I hope you guys enjoyed the couple recipes that I still drink smoothies every day. I love smoothies. And like I said, they give me like a boost in the afternoon, like lunch. Give me a little boost to get through the rest of the day. So my sleep has been amazing, as you guys can see. I don't know if it's because of the exercise I did yesterday or what. I mean, I haven't been exercising every single day. My goal is 3 times a week, but I still have been managing to get my 3,000 steps every day. And so that's been very consistent, and I'm happy about that. But my sleep has been amazing this week, especially the past 4 days. Really, really good. Maybe it's like because I'm not as stressed as I was, but I'm really, really having great sleep. So I hope your sleep has been good. I hope your dieting has been good. I hope you've been moving around. I hope everything's been good for you too. Let me know in the comments. I love all of our conversations. All the new subscribers, thank you for joining. I love to get to know you. So go ahead and comment, like, subscribe. Hit the notification button for upcoming videos, because there will be plenty of content to come. And until next time, my sweet friends, peace.